Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Entre Abuelitas. I am your abuelita favorita and your host, Liliana Montenegro. As you all know, Entre Abuelitas is a program that showcases everyone of a certain age. Those who have all the wisdom, all those who carry stories. Oh my God, half an hour is never enough to tell you all about it. And today on this episode, I have the honor of sitting with a man who proves that age is absolutely nothing but a number. He is still vibrant. He is still talking about everything. He's enjoying life. He is full of laughter, and you are going to witness that on your own. So please welcome to the Entre Abuelitas stage a man that I adorantly and lovingly call Dad. Please welcome Dad, Mr. Robert Malatzky.
Hi, I 94 years old. I still live with my mother. It's been a long trip, and it's been a marvelous trip. And I expect another 10 years until I begin to get used to it. But I think I'm very fortunate in my life that I seen so much, and I've had so many friendships, and I'm really a New Yorker. I grew up on the west side of New York, and I was sort of introduced to a great deal of different kinds of people. I'm talking about humans, uh,
Important humans.
and and I had a perspective that was very unusual growing up in an area where there were every kind of people: Italian, Jews, Irish, Black, uh, and I got involved very heavily in the early age in recreation and education, even though I had a degree in accounting. And
A numbers man.
I eventually became a director of a youth center, both here and occasional 1 year in the Bronx. And I got to learn and know about people and never make judgments about any individual until I've actually met them and understood them.
Dad, did you ever leave New York? Or you've always been in New York?
Well, when I got married, and I married a beautiful young actress, and that was probably the luckiest thing that ever happened to me. Anna Berger was her name. And she gave birth to two kids, even though I told them they were adopted. They basically have taken care of me, Joanne Sanchez, which is not my maiden name, but she uses it. And my daughter, Susie, and both of them are like, well, a little bit like Nurse Cratchit, but they basically take, and I think I really owe them a lot for that because I found that they basically were very much uh, part of my early life in terms of their careers. Both of them were exposed to a whole bunch of professional actors, and Joanne felt very much a part of them. Susie felt, well, it's a lot of nonsense. But they appeared very early in their life in a Broadway play, and I remember how excited I was. Their mother was on the stage with them at the same time.
Oh.
And I used to work late in my position as the director of a youth center, and I would run down to pick them up at the Billy Rose Theater. And,
Oh, wow.
and when I got there, the doors were always closed.
Okay.
My primary goal was to watch them take a bow.
Why was that?
After a while, I knocked on the door, and one of the ushers says, "You can't come in." I said,
Oh.
I want to see my daughters, and after a while, I could hear them say, "Here he comes." And it, I don't-
So, is that the one thing that always makes you smile when it comes to your mind?
when it comes to my what?
When it comes to mind, to your mind. When you think about something that Joanna did as a little girl that still makes you smile.
I remember when they one thing I remember about Joanne when she was in the play, and they would at the end of the week call out the checks, and Joanne would never run down to pick up her check. And I asked her why. She says, "I like my name called on the internet."
Did
Intercom.
they give you any part of that check, Dad, or what?
Oh, very hard.
There. Tell me a little bit about when you were a young boy. Did you have grandparents that guided you?
Did I have what?
Grandparents that guided you that you still remember?
I didn't quite have grandparents. They wanted. My grandmother didn't speak much English. She came over from Russia, and my mother was sent before her. Um, she left my mother in Russia, and she came here. And after my grandfather, who I never met, died,
Mhm.
and she remarried someone with 5 kids, and so
Woo! You
my
became a large family right away.
they're mixed half brothers and half sisters and everything. I get quite a kick out of it. My mother was the oldest of grandma's Russian connection. The others
Mhm.
were born here, and it's quite an experience. I I like my work. I started off as an accountant, but decided at one time that I wanted to be more meaningful in this society. Oh. So I started to work with the youth board, and as a result of that, I ended up having my own center, which was located in a public school at uh, Joan of Arc, actually at 93rd, and it was primarily to keep kids out of trouble. And I basically try to prevent them from getting too involved in gangs and stuff like that. And I learned an awful lot from them. I really had tremendous respect and for their parents.
Did any of them stay in touch with you through the years?
For years, unfortunately, some of them died during drug periods, and I kept in touch with several of them and helped other kids as much as I could. And I felt that was probably the most productive in my own mind. And I also was fortunate to meet my wife there. Uh, I had,
How? How did you meet her?
it was strange. I was running teenage dances,
Mhm.
and uh, mostly with Hispanics, and found that uh, things were getting very hot. I had about 200 kids at a dance, and there was some kinds of influence with gangs, and I wanted to make sure that it was under control. So I went to a supervisor from Livingston Street, where the main offices were, and I asked someone there that I needed some extra help at the dance.
Mm.
And for all
You
the
mean like a partner to dance with?
no, actually, to supervise.
Of course, of course.
And
I know you.
and out of nowhere, they assigned my wife, who was at the time unemployed as an actress, but was a drama teacher. And she walked in with a couple of notes, and she was going to teach drama to the kids. And I said, "What do I?" And I'll use it. Won't use the word. What the hell do I need a drama teacher at this time? Was a big mistake. Anyway, she got to know the kids, and they loved her, and it was something that just
So it was not love at first sight.
no, it was second sight.
So how long before you married, after you met her?
It was not that far off. At first, I kept asking her to go out on a date, and she said no, no. Then, for some reason, she said to me, "Okay," and I said, "No, I already went. I want to see you with her, Oklahoma." And somehow, from that point on, that was it. And she asked me one day, "What made you fall in love with me?"
Mhm.
I said, she said, "Was it sexual?" I said, "Oh, no. I just love the way you handle the kids and how much they care for you." That
You're
was
such a liar, Dad.
that was my second mistake. Oh,
So you got married, had your beautiful daughters, and tell us a little bit about her life as an actress so
oh,
that everyone gets to know her through you.
well, Joanne was, like I said, Susie walked away from her career, but Joanne said, "This is it." And she was blessed with a mother that really took care of that part of it. She used to do some of her own advertising. I remember she did a movie, and she actually talked to the producers who knew Anna, and she got the part, and she said, "How about my sister?" Yeah. And both of them appeared in a movie together. And from that on, it was stuck. I found that I was completely uh, non-believing how far she is. She grew on tour with my mother and Susie, and and somehow I found myself either taking care of them here or they were with Anna, and they would
When she
report back.
went on tour,
She,
the kids went with her,
and it was amazing that the kind of people they met. They met actors that are pretty famous.
like me,
Hmm?
like me.
Oh yeah, that
Are you all listening out
is
there?
a very special woman, by the way, the one that's interviewing me.
Ay, qué
I love
lindo.
to interview her. She is a survivor beyond belief and
Oh,
deserves everything that happens to her. And
that's why I love him so much.
I usually get paid a lot more for this. I'm doing this as a concession.
For peanuts.
My agent said to me, "If you're going to do it for radio for free." I did not know that I was going to be.
He didn't know he was
That
going
I
to
was
look
going to
this
be
handsome
visually.
doing it.
Yeah.
If you had one advice to give your daughters at this age, what is that advice?
Oh, the advice about careers and everything is careers. I would say you got to follow your dream,
Mhm.
or and not spend too much money.
What about men? What advice do you give them about men?
Oh, I used to give teenage advice. If you go out with a guy, let him do all the talking. because at the end of it, when he goes home, no matter who you are, whether you're big, short, fat, or whatever, he said, I had a great time with her.
No.
And and also let him pick up the check.
Absolutely, Dad. Did
Yeah.
you always pick up the check?
I don't know. Going Dutch for the Dutch, they're not for us. You know what I mean?
Going Dutch. Does anybody out there know exactly what that means? That means you each pay your own.
Yeah.
Or as we used to say when I was little, you dance with your own hanky. I mean, I don't know where that comes from. Don't even listen to me. But if you have one piece of advice to give young people today, as just like the world is, what do you tell them? Like, look at my grandsons. He's 18. What do you tell them about the world?
I think you're going to end up in a world of chaos. So you have to find your place that makes you happy. And most difficult is not to give up. You have to make a space for yourself in this world, and it's going to be real tough at this particular point. So don't let distractions set your course and get a good education. That's all I can tell you.
Oh,
I sometimes wonder if I had not gone to a free college, you know what I mean? Um, that, by the way, City and sometimes Columbia and other places also, but I don't know that I would be in this position that I could look at my kids and everything in my life and say, I accomplished something. I
you sure did, Dad. You sure did. You accomplished a lot. You have two amazing daughters who look out for you like you were Alain Delon. Do you know who Alain Delon is? From the old Italian movies.
oh
Alan, some I don't know why he came to mind, but from Lola Brigida. Do you remember that? Or maybe Sophia Loren. Do you
what's the
remember
name of that again?
Alan Delon or Sophia Loren?
Oh, I have to tell you an eerie story. Uh, Sophia Loren, Anna was brought down to cast for, I think, Dirty Old Men or something with,
Oh, uh-huh.
and there was a reading, and she was supposed to be a candidate for Sophia Loren's mother.
Mhm.
And she didn't get the job, but the most interesting, Anne Margaret was the other.
Oh, I loved Anne Margaret. Oh, gorgeous
So
woman.
Anne Margaret walks in like she just came out of uh,
Beauty salon.
she was wearing clothes and no makeup.
Oh,
Sophia Loren came uh to the place where they were going over the parts of reading, and she was dressed like she was ready for Vanity Fair. And at that time, Anna, they were doing a movie. I forget the name of it, uh, but Sophia Loren, Anna spoke to her and said that the movie, what was the Bridges of what?
the the bridges of Madison
Yeah,
County.
yeah, and Anna said that she saw the movie and she was very impressed with
No.
the actress, and Sophia said, "I don't think so."
Oh,
She said, "If they had me and Connolly, it would have been an international success rather than just a hit." And
you heard it here first.
and they all went to the bathroom together. So I had a visualization of two stalls, one for Anne, one for Sophia, while my lovely wife.
You never know when you're going to see famous feet under the stall. They should have their names on their shoes. But tell me, you are 94 years old. We're approaching 100, a full century. What has been the most impressive thing that has happened in the world in your time that you can say? What has been the most impressive?
It's two things that are involved in this. I went through the war I was World War II as a kid, and somehow I felt proud to be an American. I
Amen.
still am. At that point, there was a togetherness that meant something of one, that the old melting pot was not a melting pot at all, but what that in my mind was important. I felt America was moving in a direction after the war that would probably make us not only the greatest country in the world, but probably the most important changes in the world we were loved. I felt a part of it. Somehow, that vision that I had is somewhat disappointed, and I'm not being political this time. I think the melting pot, which really did not exist at all, and some of the people that were not picked up, I'm referring to minorities, has been a big disappointment to me that we have not emerged with greatness, but we're on the decline. And that bothers me the most. And the most important thing happened that I realized that there's no white horses and black horses in the world. Being white great and black being evil, that doesn't exist. There's a mix, and that mix is hopefully may someday turn out to really be the greatest thing that ever happened on the face of the earth. And I just hope to be here at that time. And I want to be here.
And you shall be, Dad. You shall be. You will be here with us. Because if there is more people like you who keep on hoping and keep us reminding us that this can and shall be a better world. I mean, listen to Dad, Robert Malatzky, 94 years old, approaching that century, a man who has lived through the war, one of our veteran heroes, has raised two daughters, has been in the entertainment industry through the life of his wife, Ann Berger, correct? And what can I tell you? Dreams never die. He has seen life at its best, and he keeps reminding us that again, this life can be, that we can hold each other tight, that we can see no differences, no separate colors. There is nothing. We are one, and we will continue to be so. Thanks to people like Dad. Dad, thank you so much for being in my podcast.
It's a shared joy. And the interview is very attractive. I think I was sexually stimulated by it. God bless you all.
Thank you, mi amor. This is a 94-year-old man saying that to me. I am in heaven. Listen, you all, this is Entre Abuelita, and as usual, bringing you the best that I can. And today, live from New York City. This has been Robert Malatzky with Liliana Montenegro and Entre Abuelitas. Remember, the hope of the world lives in us and with us. We are all one. Let us never forget it. Until the next time, Entre Abuelitas, now from New York City. I will talk to you soon. Adios, mis amores. Buenas noches.
Au revoir.
Good night.